Hello, I'm Dr. Bond. This is installment 2 of BAFA, a bond report, BAFA. BAFA 2, an instructive case study in BAFA studies. BAFA, pronounced BAFA, is of course by assholes for assholes, a concept that's much needed. I want to tell an anecdote. A guest speaker in my brother's graduation year from law school, they had out Hunter S. Thompson. To those of you who are familiar with his works, he will require no introduction. At the University of Arizona Law School, they hired him to come out and give a talk to the seniors. And Hunter Thompson got there, and according to my brother, he sat there, looked like he was happy drunk, coked to the gills, my brother thought, and he just rambled on what was the top of his head. They'd had him out as a guest speaker, and he came to the end of the talk, I guess, whatever was the rambling of disjointed of the man, and just said, basically, are there any questions? And my brother said, one of the law students stood up in the back and said, well, I have something I'd like to say, Dr. Thompson. What was that? He said, I think you're about the biggest asshole I ever saw. I read all your books. I studied your topic. I have looked forward to this for a couple of months with you coming out, being thrilled. And I find you can't be bothered to get prepared. You have totally hot, uncomfortable room, I might add, that they have us in. And you sit there, coked to the gills, talk about whatever random crap comes into your head. And I just wanted to tell you, I'm very, very disappointed. And I think that you're about the biggest asshole I ever saw. The guy sits down again. And Hunter Thompson said, well, since it's question time, I will treat your statement as a question, and I will attempt to answer your question. Now, I might add, if I were coked to the gills, that would, of course, be illegal, so I could never do that. I may have had a cocktail or two here, but I'm very much myself, as I've felt good. But since it's being postulated that I am an asshole, what I would ask you is, you have sat here in a hot, uncomfortable room where I've been fine. You have looked forward to this for months. You have paid considerable money while I have been sitting here doing no preparation, having the time of my life, getting richly paid while you paid to be uncomfortable. My question for you that I think will be instructive in future life is, who's the asshole? And I have found this to be a very good topic for study, meditation, learning, the acquisition of wisdom. That is actually kind of a profound question. I'm going to relate just one joke involving the word asshole that everybody's heard, but I heard first in Louisiana, so it took the form of a French kid. And this would be a Cajun, what we would call a Cajun up here, a Cajun kid. He's gone up, he's got a scholarship, he's gone to, say, the Ivy League, and he's walking around up there and doesn't know where anything is. And so he stops a fellow student and says, where's the library at? Where's the library at? I don't want to attempt to do my Cajun accent, although I'm actually pretty good. And he was told, where's the library at? One should never end a sentence with a proposition. And of course, where's the library at, asshole? You will hear that in a lot of contexts and things and different things. It's an old one, but I just thought I'd say it. Thank you very much. Bond Report 2, BAFA 2, thank you.